Alright, hello and welcome to a replay analysis of Resilient TSM. Again, this is a Grand Champ replay, I believe, and he is also wearing white apexes with a white octane. Very pretty, very beautiful. If I figure out how to work these controls. Okay, let's get right into it, see how it goes. Very typical one's face off. That one was actually really a slower face off, but unfortunate that the other player had a better 50. It was pretty even. You both hit center of the ball, goal side. He just didn't ricochet off the ball as much. He hit straighter. But it's typical 1v1 goal. It's a good job getting boost and ball control here and taking your time. Good save by your opponent. That was a good challenge. Oh, that's rough. So you did good to challenge him knowing he didn't have a hard hit here, which is I like to see to enable you to continue to have pressure. But you see, after you make this 50, you just got to get out of the way of this. You actually want to speed up and either probably turn right, so that way you would have an angle, because you know he's going to have to clear it up his backboard, or he's going to be clearing it to the far side. So you just kind of want to play for where he's going to hit it at in this situation, instead of trying to get a touch on the ball. So getting that touch on the ball just helped him out, because he's probably going to get a goal from this. Even if you would have wave dashed right there, I still don't think you would have caught him. No, probably not. So it's just unfortunate that you touched it, and it's going to give up a free goal. So yeah, in that situation, just try to drive to control the play. Don't necessarily go for a hit on the ball. Just a small lapse in judgment. It happens. Good face off for you. Good job to counter his move. I wouldn't go for boost here in this situation, honestly. I would have definitely just tried to grab those two little welfare boosts here and here and retreated to net, because now you know he doesn't have a shot. The ball is going to go. There's no way he's going to catch it. So the ball is going to go up your wall, so you should just get ready for his next touch, and getting this 24 boost right here would be fine. Instead, you get this touch right here, or you leave the ball, I mean, and he already swiped your boost, which you should have anticipated he was going to do. But you made up for it. You had a good play, and you pinched it off your own wall, and you got it out of the zone, and then collected some boost. So you did good to collect the boost, but I would have instantly turned around right after. I wouldn't have used your boost and went all out for this play. It definitely, you could tell the ball's going, like, he is now past the ball, so the ball's actually rolling towards him. So that would have been my key to get out, because he's going to beat you to that ball. Just because of it's rolling towards him, and he's closer to it, and he's in front of you now. So I wouldn't have used any boost, and I would have just grabbed that pod in front of you and turned right around. And you would have got an easy save if you did that. You could tell your opponent has a very aggressive playstyle. Kind of like an in-your-facer type of player. Very good getting the boost. Very good patience. Good control. Okay, I think you waited just a little too long to take this shot, because he's giving you all the time in the world here for you to score. So right here, I would have made a move. Like, I would have either went for a ground to air That's a little risky in ones. But like I would have probably took a power shot from here into his top left corner. Or maybe even just hit it high, force him to jump, you know, waste his boost. Instead, you made it pretty easy for him. You got really close to him, and he was able to close down the angle really effectively. You really had nowhere to go at that point. So I just would have shot earlier. Good job recovering, though, and getting the next hit. Good patience. Sometimes not always hitting the ball. Sometimes not hitting the ball is the better decision. Good patience. I like the pace that you're playing at. It's slow. It counters his really fast play style. I like it. You got Balkan. Very risky for that other player. Let's see what happens. That's unfortunate. You try to trap it. Good job waiting that out. I would try to get a little bit more goal side on that challenge. Unfortunately, you were a little bit too much left of the ball. If you would have sped up a little bit more here and went completely goal side on it, you would have won that 50. You might have actually scored off of it. Okay, so I wouldn't have challenged right after this guy's wave dash attempt. I think that's what that was. No, he's just jumping. Yeah, I wouldn't challenge here. I would have faked the challenge and then cut back, just to keep applying pressure, because he can do whatever he wants with this ball now, because you can see he has control of it on his car. He could flick you. He could just drop it. And he does a smart play, and he does just drop it because you covered the flick. Unfortunately, you did decide to challenge here, and if you wanted to try to win it, you would have had to have jumped later. You jumped a little too early thinking he was going to flick you, and it went under you. It's unfortunate that it gives him a goal. All right, let's keep going. That was a close one. So you're playing way too aggressive here. I don't know if it's because of the goal deficit. I don't know if it's your mentality breaking down. But right here, you have 23 boost. So you gotta really hit this ball hard. You gotta flip into it and bounce it off the curve on your wall. It'll have the same trajectory, but it would go a lot farther. But since you didn't get that hit, I wouldn't have even tried to follow up with another hit. I would have instantly retreated to net, because he has boost and he's closer to the ball than you. So that challenge is very risky, especially because you have no boost left. I wouldn't have went for that second challenge if I got that kind of touch. I would have just went to net. All's good. I mean, you didn't get the challenge, but you knew there wasn't much of a threat, so you came back anyway. You knew you'd make it back. Good utilization of the E-brake to stay in position. Unfortunately, you got demoed. Very good to get back into the play, and very good for not diving in. Right there, I would have half flipped, though. As soon as I saw this ball coming at me like this, I would have half flipped into that to give you the best position, because when you landed sideways like that, well, actually you landed kind of backwards, you're losing a lot of momentum. Luckily, he overcommitted on the dodge, and so he was pretty far behind you. But if you would have half flipped, you would have scored there, because you would have been at the ball a lot faster. You would have been able to make a play a lot sooner, and there would have been no chance of him catching up. Unfortunately, though, He caught it. Very good 50. Really good challenge, really good timing. And it turns out to work out for you. It's good. A lot of goals in this one. 7 goals already at 2 minimum. Very good play, very good patience, keeping control. You saw he wasn't pushing you, and you flipped him. Very nice. Good play recognition. See if he can battle his way back in here. Could use your e-brake again. Getting in position to make that block. It was a little risky, but paid off. I like that you... Okay, so unfortunately, he did get the goal here. But I do like how you controlled this ball instead of just flipping into it. And, you know, you didn't just pass it right back out to him. So that was all in all really not that bad of a play. But as soon as he touches that right there, I would have been instant gone. I wouldn't have went for that challenge. It's too risky at this state in the game because now you're finally coming back. I just would have went back to about midfield and got ready to shadow. Because those are awkward. They're right above you. Unfortunately, you backflipped. But that could have been avoided if you just retreated. Just simplify. Play a little slower because he's playing really aggressive, challenging you in the corner and all that. Nice face-off goal. Back within 2. Okay, so the problem with your face-offs this game, I don't know if it's a consistent issue with you, but it's really important in ones to hit the center of the ball on the goal side. So you want to make sure you hit the ball dead center, like pretty much almost on the blinky light, like right here, on goal side, on your own goal side. Because then that will negate the ball rolling anywhere towards your goal. You always want to try to place yourself goal side, especially on kickoff. And I've seen a couple times now you've hit at a slight angle when he hits goal side. And since he hit goal side, he's beating you on that face-off every single time. That's why you're giving up face-off goals. A lot of people misconceive. Face-offs aren't all about luck. Face-off goals aren't about luck. It's about card placement. You really need to get the better side of that challenge, so you have to hit dead center of the ball with the nose of your car before you front flip, and it's got to be on goal side, which is much easier to do here. But as you can see, you're still hitting slightly to the side. Like right there, you hit the left, but he did too, so the ball spat to the right. But if you would have hit dead center, you probably could have beat him on that face-off and got a goal. Just something to be mindful of. Good recovery after missing a touch. The other player got overconfident, over-aggressive. You're punishing him when he gets over-aggressive, which is good to see. I don't really like slow face-offs. I wouldn't go for that in a 1v1 game. Because if he recognizes this, if he sees that at all, and a lot of players will see this, especially at Grand Champion level, he's going to hit that right over you. And it just pretty much gave him ball control. You're not going to win those a lot of the time. If he's hitting the face-off right and goal side to hit it straight, even if you stop, you're probably going to lose a 50 because he's going to come right through it after he hits the ball. He's going to continue with his forward momentum and just beat you on the next challenge because you're not lined up goal side properly. And he took all the boost. You have no point. Good fake challenge. Good play, Rec, realizing you could catch that without booming it. Most players would have panicked and just went up for that instantly. It's good that you realize you could catch it and control it. Unfortunately, you hit this ball right at him. I would have tried to hit it to the right towards open field instead of straight at him, because you know he's just waiting for that kind of hit. He knows you're low on boost. Very good use of the E-brake again, but the E-brake can be quite dangerous on walls. But right here, you actually used it very effectively to turn around. But I wouldn't have went for ball. I would have had a more straight line towards net again. You're getting punished a lot on these challenges because of his aggressive playstyle. You know he's going for a shot here. If you would have drove off the wall in a straight line, or even stayed on the wall, you could have easily made this save here. You would have closed the angle down. Well, it wouldn't have been an easy save, but you would have been able to get there nonetheless. Pretty much being efficient, driving in a straight line, especially to your goal when you're playing against an aggressive player in close quarters to your net. That was a very risky touch. You wasted all your boost to get there. Well, it's unfortunate you missed the boost. Good job beating him, though. Good speed getting up there. Very slow play for this 1v1, actually. Like, the other player has a weird play style as well. He's a little slow, but he's like aggressive. I can understand why you went for that. I mean, the game was over. You might as well just try to get another one. But anyways, I hope this helps you out. This is my first ever Grand Champ replay analysis. I hope I made some points that you're able to move on and be efficient with. Yeah, let me know what you think, and thanks for the submission.